Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well today. I hope everything is groovy in your world today. Alright, so I asked Spirit to give me a song, and I got 4 songs, so I need you to bear with me. They tell the story of what's going on in this situation. And it's a very difficult situation for someone to find themselves in. But I think it's going to turn out okay for all involved. I'm just checking the energy because it is such an intense situation. It looks like it's okay. Oh, that flame is getting high on that candle. Somebody is a candle gazer. You know how to make the flame go higher and higher. Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of negativity. Let's just cleanse the breathing space of any negativity. Alright, Spirit. Give us the message that only you can give, and help me, move me out of the way. Help me to completely step aside and just read the truth with sincerity. Yeah, some negativity, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I've ordered some sage spray because Miss Mary's family doesn't like the smell of the sage, and they say it's not good for her. It could not be any further from the truth, but I have to respect their wishes, and their wishes are for me not to. I have literally had 2 sticks of sage burn all the way down at once, and when you use sage, you have to have a window open or a door or something so that the negativity can be released. Alright, so this is a story about it's a love story, and it's about somebody you have been with in your youth, and it looks like that it is coming to a close. May I have a prayer, please, Spirit, for whoever this reading is for? Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. So you are somebody who brings the light, and you're asking Spirit to make you an instrument of Spirit's peace, to bring the positivity that is needed to situations that are very negative, okay? And I see that you're having to go through you're going through a tough time right now, and the music will explain why. Alright, so let's get started. The first song that came through, I'm still having a hard time with my voice. My vocal cords are being affected by whatever's been wrong with me, pneumonia. Maybe in another life, Caitlin Smith. Maybe in another life, Caitlin Smith. I accidentally moved off of it. Alright, so this is the skeleton, the outline of the reading that Spirit gives me using song. And Spirit chooses the song through me shuffling the button, hitting the shuffle button on my YouTube liked songs, and I have thousands of them, okay? And this one has come up quite frequently in this collective, especially lately. And it goes like this. We were fireworks in the rain, cigarettes and gasoline. I could see through the smoke, it was beautiful. And the way you make me, and the way that you look at me, made our love feel evergreen. We wandered off to a place I had never known. Oh, everything was real, from the way you kiss me to the way you make me feel. Oh, we burn out of control, and I'll love you forever with the fire in my soul. Maybe I could be your girl, and we don't ever have to say goodbye. Maybe in another life. And as a place where the grass is blue, up high was a purple moon. And there's a room in our house where you're holding me close, and we'll talk forever for 1,000,000 years. And we only cry happy tears, but then I wake up and I'm talking to a ghost. Oh, everything was real, from the way you kiss me to the way you make me feel. Oh, we burn out of control, and I'll love you forever with the fire in my soul. Maybe I could be your girl, and we don't ever have to say goodbye. Maybe in another life, maybe in another life. Oh, everything was real, from the way you kiss me to the way you make me feel. Oh, but we burn out of control, and I'll love you forever with the fire in my soul. And maybe I could be your girl, and we don't ever have to say goodbye. Maybe in another life. Maybe I could be your girl. We don't ever have to say goodbye. Maybe in another life. Maybe in another life. Sorry about my horrible singing voice. I can't sing. When my throat is feeling good, I can't sing. But I love to sing. I love music. So somebody's talking to you about a connection that you have with them, and how this connection took them to places they have never been, and it was such an intense connection that it burned out of control. And I said, Spirit, what's going to happen here now that this person has to find somebody new? What's going to happen? And I got this. Pantera, Cemetery Gates. And it goes like this. And I love the way it's like kind of a slow song, and then the music speeds up, and then it slows again, and it speeds up, and it slows again. I love that. Reverend, is this some conspiracy? Crucified for sins, an image beneath me, lost within our plans for life. It all seems so unreal. I'm a man cut in half in this world, left in my misery. Reverend, he turned to me without a tear in his eyes. Nothing new for him to see. I didn't ask him why. I will remember the love our souls had sworn to make. Now I watch the falling rain, and my mind can see now. All my mind can see now is your. Well, I guess you took my youth and gave it all away. Like the birth of a newfound joy, this love would end in rage. And when she cried, I couldn't cry. The pride was in my soul. You left me incomplete, all alone as the memories now unfold. I believe the word. I will unlock my door and pass through the cemetery gates. Sometimes when I'm alone, I wonder aloud if you're watching over me. Someplace far bound, I must reverse my life. I can't live in the past, then set my soul free. Belong to me at last. Through all those complex years, I thought I was alone. I didn't care to look around and make this world my own. And when she died, I should have cried and spared myself some pain. You left me incomplete, all alone as the memories still remain. The way we were, the chance to save my soul, and my concern is now in vain. Believe the word. I will unlock my door and pass through the cemetery gates. The way we were, the chance to save my soul, and my concern is now in vain. Believe the word. I will unlock my door and pass through the cemetery gates, gates, gates. So it's like you're saying that you feel like you've been crucified for no sins, and that you've lost the plans you had with somebody, and it seems unreal. You feel like you're cut in half in this world. Like you feel like you're torn. You're maybe torn between two people. Without a tear in his eyes, he says this is nothing new for him to see. I didn't ask him why. I will remember the love our souls should have sworn to make. This is almost the same person. And you're talking about two different people in this song. It's like you're talking about somebody you were in love with and maybe a mother who died and left you incomplete. And my concern is now in vain. Believe the word. I will unlock the door and pass through the cemetery gates. There's something that he says. I can't live in the past, then set my soul free. Belongs to me at last through all those complex years. I thought I was alone. I didn't care to look around and make this world my own. There was something else he said. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I said, okay, Spirit, so this person is going to finally get free from a situation that was a long term, that they've known this person since their youth. This could be a mother. They're going to finally free themselves from the pain. Maybe you're doing some inner child work about your mother or about somebody that you've lost that you were in love with. And then I said, Spirit, what's going to happen to this person once they come through the cemetery gates? And this is what I got. Once they get their freedom, what is going to happen? And I got this. Against the Wind, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. And it goes like this. Seems like yesterday, but it was oh so long ago. Janie was lovely. She was the queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low, and the secrets that we shared, mountains that we moved, caught like wildfire out of control. See, you're out of control again with this person. Till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. And I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it never would end. I remember how she held me and oh so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Again, so there were secrets this person kept from you, and you're finding those out now. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, we were running against the wind. And the years rolled slowly past, and I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. Found myself further and further from my home, and I guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was living to run and running to live, never worried about paying or even how much I owe. Moving 8 miles a minute for months on end, breaking all of the rules that would bend. I began to find myself searching for shelter again and again. Against the wind. Little something against the wind. I found myself seeking shelter against the wind. Well, those drifter days are past me now. I've got so much more to think about. Deadlines and commitments. What to leave in, what to leave out. Against the wind, I'm still running against the wind. I'm older now, but I'm still running against the wind. I'm older now, but I'm still running against the wind. Against the wind, against the wind, against the wind. And they just keep repeating that. So you're older now, and you have decisions and deadlines, and you're having to figure out what to put in and what to leave out. So I feel that you have been in a relationship with somebody long term, and it keeps burning out of control. And you're having to leave this person alone, and now you're running against the wind because you're looking for shelter again. You've been homeless a lot throughout your life. And I said, Spirit, what's going to happen here? And I think that the first song, it's a blend of people, I feel. I feel that it's been more than one relationship here. But this is what I got when I asked what's going to ultimately happen to this person. Guardian Angel Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Your Guardian Angel by Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. And it goes like this. When I see your smile, tears run down my face. I can't replace. And now that I'm strong, I have figured out how this world turns cold and it breaks through my soul. And I know I'll find deep inside me I can be the one. I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all. Even if saving you sends me to heaven, it's okay. Seasons are changing and waves are crashing and stars are falling off for us. Days grow longer, nights grow shorter. I can show you I'll be the one. I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all. Even if saving you sends me to heaven. 'Cause you're my true love. My whole heart. Please don't throw that away. 'Cause I'm here for you. Please don't walk away and tell me you'll stay. Whoa, stay, whoa. Use me as you will. Pull my strings just for a thrill. And I know I'll be okay. Though my skies are turning gray, I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all. Even if saving you sends me to heaven, I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. I'll be there for you through it all. Even if saving you sends me to heaven, I will never let you fall. I'll stand up with you forever. So when you're seeking shelter, it looks like you're going to find it in somebody that you feel is like a guardian angel. That's the feel I have. I feel like you're breaking off a relationship that's long term and you're drifting because you don't know where to live now or something to that effect. And somebody here is bringing the light to the darkness. Make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. Somebody here is incredibly spiritual. Alright, so how are you working in this situation with the virtues, Spirit? Forgiveness and generosity. With kindness and being responsible. You're going to be forgiving, kind, generous, and take responsibility. You're also going to have to be content with what you have. Alright, so let's see. Let's see how we want to do this. I just love this. It's so beautiful. But I still want to use my old one too. I'm going to have to put it somewhere so nothing happens to it. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Sacred Destiny. Can we get some answers from you about what's going on here? I ordered a deck of cards for the channel with the money that the girl refused to take. They should be here in a few days. Leadership and Inner Peace. I think it's a new career deck. Oh. A more in-depth career deck. A gateway and leadership. Talk to me, Spirit, about this relationship that keeps burning out of control. Powerful leader. You're a powerful leader. You're a very powerful influence. What do you want to say to this person or these people in this collective? What do you want to say to the collective today, Spirit, about their destiny? Spirit says, I'm leading you to pleasure. You're being led to a place of pleasure. Somehow deer are significant to this. I'm leading you to a place of pleasure. I see planetary alignments here. I see the Big Dipper. And this is powerful. You're going to have powerful pleasure. Alright, anything else, Spirit? Spirit says, I want you to embrace. Embrace the pleasure. And going forward. Embrace the pleasure going forward, okay? Alright, now I want to find out from Shaman's Dream, what is it that we are most supposed to learn from this reading? What is the most important thing that you want us to take away from this reading, Spirit? Speak to my heart, soul, mind, and body. Use whatever gifts you've given me to pull the message. Lost in Space and Eyes of the Eagle. We've been getting Eyes of the Eagle a lot in this collective. We've also been getting Contract a lot in this collective. Sky Bridge, we've been getting that a lot. It's like you have to take a leap of faith, and it's going to be a huge leap. You can take a minute or two to catch your breath, but you got to take a leap. First breath, beginner's mind, and rising above the fray. So you're going to meet resistance with this new change that you're going to make. It looks like you're changing gear, like you no longer want to live in the past. Straddling worlds and first breath. Yeah, right now you're having to live between two worlds. You haven't quite left the old relationship, and you haven't quite started the new one. But you want to. The Fates and first breath. Wow. This is going to be a profound reading. Alright, Spirit, what is the thing we need to most get from this? The Watchers. Transpersonal. Watchers. Transpersonal. Number 60. And Dream Thief. Dream Thief. Refusal of the call. Wow. Oh, baby, 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 baby. Number 60. Watchers. Transpersonal. Serendipity. The observer, witness, and transpersonal. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill, and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set. You are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for a short while as you become the observer rather than the doer. The Watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day rise to divine coincidence or serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. So there's a situation that you've been trying to fix. Spirit says, stop trying to fix it. Step back. Don't engage. This person or these people, they want to argue. They want to start shit. But Spirit's saying, just sit back and relax and watch. And if they accuse you of being lazy, tell them that you're doing something important. You're helping the sun to set just by watching it. Okay? And then number 13, there's a dream thief. Somebody's trying to steal your dream. Rejection of the path of fulfillment. And see, over here, we have you needing to embrace pleasure. You're going to embrace this path. The dream thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to relay and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing an uncharted sea of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. So you're starting this new adventure, and you're going to embrace pleasure. You're telling me to pull more cards. I need to pull more Sacred Destiny. What else would you say about Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn Spirit? What else would you say? You would say, oh, hey. Spirit says you have protection when it comes to your freedom. Remember cemetery gates? Walking through those cemetery gates is going to bring you freedom so you can embrace pleasure. And you're going to have protection while you do it. So that means there's something threatening in some way. The Spirit says you're going forward. You're going forward, not backwards. One more time I'm hearing. You have to take action. You're going to have solitude and happiness. So you're going to end up being against the wind, alone for a few minutes. But you're going to have blessings, happiness. You're going to embrace pleasure. You're going to be protected while you have your freedom. You're going to have action, solitude, happiness, and blessings. So you're going to take action that's going to lead you to... I think you're going to break up with somebody. That's exactly what I think you're going to do. Alright, so let's see how that may happen. Let me move some of these out of the way. We know you're being told to be a watcher and observer, and not to engage in the arguments and the petty dramas that are trying to happen all around you. Be the instrument of peace, okay? Anything else from over here, Spirit? Anything else from over here? Instant Magic Oracle, what would you say about this situation? What would you say? The Oracle is asking you to connect with the color pink. The magical correspondence of the color pink is calling you to connect with the magical power of love. This could be romantic love, love for your friendships, or self-love. The oracle is advising you to practice optimism and self-care. To connect to pink energy, you may choose to wear pink clothing, paint your nails or your lipstick paint. It could be pink. Wear the color and remember all the times in life that things have worked out in your favor. Think of all the people you love in your life and what you love about yourself. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Close your eyes and visualize yourself with a pink fluffy aura all around you. Summon a nurturing voice who speaks nothing but loving words of encouragement for the whole 10 minutes. So you need to have love and encouragement. Somehow surround yourself with pink. Somebody could be having a baby girl, or you could be falling in love with someone new. Alright, so the oracle wants you to connect with the color pink. I'm hearing be still and be happy. Give me a perfect message, Spirit, from Be Still and Be Happy. Perfect message, Spirit. October 26th and 27th. Iron sharpens iron. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. Iron does not sharpen easily. When this proverb was penned, sharpening iron took a lot of time, skill, and work. It required detail and awareness. Like sharpening iron, relationships are not easily sharpened or maintained. They take work, awareness, and invested time. To reach the point in a friendship where two people can point out each other's flaws and help smooth them out requires a level of trust, which can easily be forged carefully over time. We were fashioned for family and friends. That is the way our Lord intended it. In this broken world are many broken relationships, but we are not supposed to walk alone. A good friend is worth the work of sharpening the friendship. We are here to help others, and the Lord knows we also need the help of others. Father, thank you for never giving up on me. Instead, you carefully sharpening and refining me. Please put people in my life who are not afraid to help me smooth out my rough edges. So you're being given a new love, a new friend who's not afraid to call you on your shit, and you're not afraid to call them on theirs. And then we have October 27th, which is about, this is a Libra vibe, taking a leap of faith. He said, come, and when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. Jesus called us to come. He did not say it would be easy. The road is riddled with difficulties. He may call someone to give their money to the poor, someone else to move to the farthest corner of the world, and another to be faithful in their daily grind at home. He may lead us to serve a family or to find contentment. Remember, content with Him in our singleness. So you might have to be content with being single for a few minutes. Maybe you've never been single and you don't know what that feels like. Are you lacking a purpose, feeling overwhelmed by your workload, or simply missing connection with God? Take a step in faith. Climb out of the boat and trust Him. Even if you start to sink, and we all will from time to time, He's right beside you, ready to catch you. On whatever road He leads you, take His hand and trust Him. Jesus, only in you can I find the path of life. No matter what you have called me to do, I will take your hand and trust in you. Thank you for never letting me go. So you're going to have a friend who's not afraid to call you on your shit and vice versa. And you're going to take a step of faith towards your life purpose. Okay? You're going to take action to be alone but have happiness. You're going to have protection in your freedom, and you're going to embrace pleasure as well. Forgiveness is a part of this. Being generous, being responsible, being kind, and being content is also a part of this. Alright, let's see if we can find out how this happened. I want to look at the breakup aspects, because there's been a breakup here. What happened here, Spirit, to cause this breakup? Why is there a need for forgiveness? They will call, and somebody being unfazed. I don't care if they call. Acting like you don't care if somebody calls. I don't care if they call you. They will call. Don't lose hope. I'm not going to lose hope just because they don't call or they do call. Don't lose hope. Why is there a need for forgiveness? Because don't lose hope, they will call. So maybe you were hoping they would call and they didn't. Alright, show me how this happened that we need forgiveness. They need to forgive because somebody was trying to make them prove it. Make them prove it. What were they having to prove? That they weren't coming up with a strategy. Or that they were. Somehow somebody was trying to make you prove that you were or were not coming up with a strategy. Secretly, what was happening here? Secretly, you were like, I'm not going to change. I want my freedom. I am who I am, not who you want me to be, and I'm not going to change. I want the freedom to pursue my own happiness. Solitude and happiness. I want to pursue my own happiness right now. And what was being shown, or what is being shown? That somebody's online dating, they're making silent moves, and they're learning lessons. Alright. What's going to happen next? Wow. Somebody's going to say, I'm letting you go now so we can both move on. And this person is going to be like, you first. I'm not making a move. You know where to find me. So, you're going to move on. I think what they're saying is, let's move on. Let's get past this. And there's a sense of, I'm not making a move. You know where to find me. I've moved on, though. I'm not coming back to you. You can sit there all day long and wait, but I've moved on. Clarify moved on. Yeah, trust your intuition. I'm not even going to miss you. Wow. This is a dying love. You're over this love. What's going on with this secret online dating? Somebody doesn't trust this plan. What's the truth about trust the plan? It has to do with your family and late nights. So you're online dating, but you're making silent moves because you've learned your lesson. And it's that you can't trust the plan when it comes to your family, and it keeps you up at night. What's the strategy? The strategy that they're trying to make you prove is about jealousy, a friendship, undecided, and no escape in reverse. Finding out that you're undecided about whether or not you should leave a relationship because somebody's jealous of a friend, and they're making you prove that you... What are they making you prove about this? That you're arrogant and that you have a commitment and that there's no love triangle. Somebody's being arrogant about the commitment they have with you, and they really believe, this person truly believes that you would never leave them for somebody else. They're just arrogant. They think that they're the best thing since sliced bread. What's the truth about this situation? That there's a divorce here, but don't force it. So somebody wants a divorce, but they're not forcing it because this person is not for you. Alright, anything else we need to know about what's going to happen next here? Somebody can't move on in reverse. They're worried. They're healing. They're letting somebody go. And they're not going to give them another chance. They're moving on. No more chances. I've got to heal from this and let you go. What are you worried about, though? Why are you worried? Because they will call and regret. Why do you have regret about they will call? Because I deleted everything that reminded me of you. How does the other person feel? They want to take it slow. Why take it slow in reverse? Because you're on the verge of telling this person that they forever changed your life without even trying. Why is it coming out in reverse? Because somebody's pushing their buttons and using something to escape. So this person is kind of like in their feelings because the person they're with, the one that's making them prove it, that they're jealous, they're arrogant, and they think, oh, this is so sad. You have a friendship here showing up. And I think you communicate with your friend online and you do it in secret because you've learned your lesson that your family, you can't trust them when it comes to this person. Somebody's going to stop controlling this. What do you mean they're going to stop being controlling? They're going to feel, oh wow, enough is enough. I feel desperate because you got away. Enough is enough with asking. Why did I say asking? Enough is enough with acting like you're desperate because I got away. Asking if you're desperate. This was intentional. This was done on purpose. Somebody did something on purpose to hurt this person. Or to hurt the person that they love. Somebody is in a situation with somebody who is quite a piece of work. And they need a friend that is in their life, but their other person is so jealous that they don't want them to have anything to do with their friend. Alright, and remember, why did I say freedom? Forgiveness is about happiness and pleasure. If you can be free, you're going to have happiness and pleasure. And you're going to embrace. You're going to have freedom, protection. You got to take action to be alone. So it's time to take action here. That's the forgiveness. Okay. Alright, let's make some room for something else. And you're going to just sit back and observe. Don't get involved in the arguments that are going on. And connect with the color pink for some reason. I feel that there is quite a bit of tea here. I want to see if we can find out what's going on with the tea. Can you show me how this happened? Somebody made a fake apology because they were spoiled. Somebody is spoiled and they had a love story once upon a time. How did this happen? You're spoiled and you have fake friends. Alright. Alright, show me how this happens, Spirit. Woo, that flew out. You were having a private relationship, so you got kicked to the curb. This happened because of being kicked to the curb in a private relationship. Kicked to the curb came out kind of sideways, so it might not have happened quite yet. Or maybe they changed their mind about kicking you to the curb, and that's why they're jealous about your friend. Because they know you're having a private relationship with this friend. What's being hidden here? Oh, a card came out of the wrong deck. Exhaustion in reverse. So it's like somebody's not tired of this. And they're watching shit go down and enjoying the gossip. So they're tired of it or not tired of it. And they enjoy watching it. Alright, what's being shown? What's being shown is that you're getting a divorce. Because somebody was investigating and they caught you cheating, and you were like, game over. Yeah, you got kicked to the curb or are going to. What's going to happen next? It looked like, though, you're going to be tired of it and over the drama. But what it looked like, though, is that whenever y'all broke it off, one of you was like, you first, I'm not moving. This is my house. You want to go? Fucking go. And you're over it when it comes to keeping someone a secret. What are you going to do about it? You're going to get a room and have sex. Anything else we need to know? Somebody is not keeping a promise. They're a great actor. They're jealous and they hate nothing about you. What do you mean? Clarify hate nothing about you. This was a love story once upon a time, but their bad choices destroyed you. So they do hate you. They're lying about not hating you. They've been burning the evidence and shit's about to explode and go up in flames. Why is shit about to explode? Because of a bugaboo and the sex shop. And not wanting to ride this out. So you feel like somebody tries to bug your person. Remember, they will call. You feel like somebody is bugging your person. Look, shit's about to explode. For some reason, the sex shop it's like they won't have sex with you anymore. Oh, no, it's not card wrong deck. Oh, no. Shit's about to explode. Yeah, shit's about to explode. And it's because of a bugaboo. You feel like somebody's bugging your person. What's the truth about the bugaboo? They're busy. They're not outdated. You don't know you fucked up, and you're going to fulfill a fantasy. So this person that's bugging you, they're busy. They might be outdated. They fucked up, and they were fulfilling a fantasy. That's why shit's about to explode. They got caught cheating. Outcome of game over. Somebody's going to be total drama in action because they were keeping you a secret. And somebody's about to announce that they want to be with you. Clarify keeping you a secret? Yeah. They want to stand up for you and set the record straight. This person is about to stand up for you. And they know that you're a diamond girl who's born to shine. Somebody is about to stand up for somebody that they've been keeping a secret. That's what's being said here. And they're getting a divorce. This person is a diamond girl who's born to shine. And somebody's jealous over them. And the person that they're with, they're tired of being with them. And they're about to be kicked to the curb. Somebody is about to be kicked to the curb. Because they cannot stop bitching and griping. And that's what you're being told to, like, Just don't engage. Just watch. Watch what people do. Don't listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Don't get engaged with them, okay? All right, let's see a little bit more about how did this happen, Spirit? Somebody was being generous and kind and forgiving, and they're being responsible. Somebody got a message. This happened because somebody got a message. Alright, and they were dating this person. Let's see what the message may have said. What did the message say that they got? I'm afraid to tell you how I really feel about you, and I wish I was there with you. I hate you, fuck you, fuck you. You're my impossible love. How do you really feel about him? I like it when you text me good morning, and I don't even like to text, but I'll text you all day long. This is the bugaboo. You got a message from this diamond girl who's born to shine, and she said, I'm afraid to tell you how I feel about you. I wish I was there with you. I love it when you text me good morning, and I don't even like to text, but I will text you all day long. And what am I going to do with you? Seriously. And what did you say back in this message? Whoa. You said somebody's a fucking asshole. Where have you been my whole life? You're driving me crazy. Thanks for being in my life. I'm not a good person. I'm a shitty individual. You fell asleep on the phone, and I'm reading our text, wanting to text, but I don't want to look desperate. So they're like, I'm such a fucking asshole. I'm a shitty individual. I'm not a good person. Where have you been my whole life? Damn, you drive me crazy. Thank you for being in my life. I fell asleep, and I got your text message when I woke up. That's the feel this has, okay? That's the message. So y'all have been talking. You talked to this diamond girl. That's why this happened, because you were talking to a diamond girl. Alright, well, what was being hidden? That somebody was concerned about staying in your family room. Alright? Somebody was concerned about something that was going on in your house. Alright, what's being shown? That there's a main male in reverse. Why is he in reverse? Why is the main male here in reverse? Good strong answers only, please. Why is the main male in reverse? Because of his community. Alright, and what's going to happen next? He's going on a journey. He's leaving. He's going to go on a journey, and he's going to have a high honor in the distant horizon. This person's going to be well respected. Where they're at now, they're not respected at all. People are concerned about them staying in somebody's family room, and also they're going to have some kind of job. All right, let's look a little deeper at this. What happened here? May I see, please, what might have happened here? How did this happen? How did this happen? Shut the fuck up and listen. This isn't personal. So somebody was like, would you shut the fuck up and just listen to me for a minute? This isn't personal. Shit is not always about you. This wasn't meant to be about you. This was about somebody else. You just shut the fuck up and listen for a minute. And what was being hidden? What was being hidden? That you think you have them all figured out. We can't be all things. Deal with your drama and just say those 5 little words. So secretly, after telling somebody to shut the fuck up and listen, that this isn't personal, secretly you're like, I gotta deal with this drama. I'm sick of this shit. That's 5 little words right there. And you think you have them all figured out. And it has to do with we can't be all things. If your ass needs help, hire it, ask for it, make it happen. Alright, and what's being shown? That you're going to pack your bags. You're going to leave. This main male is moving or going on a trip. And what's going to happen next? That you're going to agree to disagree. Fill in the blank. And your boundaries are trash. Block those bad vibes. If you're having an argument with somebody, because they're very controlling. Very controlling. Alright, let's see a little bit more about how this might have happened. Show me how this happened from the perspective of the person who's moving or leaving. They had an epiphany about a divine feminine and their beauty. Somebody had an epiphany about a divine feminine. And why is beauty in reverse? Because they have an infatuation and there's consequences. This is a very beautiful person. And you have an infatuation, or they have one with you. Alright, what's being hidden? That this is your friend and that y'all get along well. And what's being shown? That there's no intimacy, you can't chase, and there's no chemistry. And what's going to happen next? A spiritual connection and dark influences. So you're having a moment of clarity, realizing, understanding, and awakening to divine feminine. And there's a beautiful, somebody's beautiful here, or they're not beautiful, because they have an infatuation that are causing consequences. Clarify the infatuation and the consequences. It's about a confession. What's the confession? That somebody was pretending like they were going to say goodbye to you, but they weren't drifting away from you. So they pretended like they said goodbye to you, but they stayed connected to you. And there's lust. Why is there no intimacy, no chasing, and no chemistry? Because somebody is being tricky. Somebody was being tricky and clinging to you like they were still with you, even though you, I think, had broken off with them. Card in the wrong deck. It was a soulmate that you're breaking it off with who did this. They were being tricky and they lied to you. Wow. So you have a spiritual connection, it looks like, that's coming together. Show me how this happened. Somebody surrendered. There was deception, and they were not amused. They weren't being creative, and so somebody surrendered. What's being hidden? Oh, there's a lot coming out. That somebody's been crying. They've been working on their money. They've had a lot of fear, and they're seeing signs of reinventing themselves and not being able to return. It's like they can't change and they can't return. What's being shown? That the answer is yes to letting go of a karmic partner who's been wearing a mask. I think this karmic partner has been pretending to be your friend, and they are really not your friend. Alright, what's going to happen next? You're going to realize you have self-worth. And what else? You're gonna stop trying to refocus. What do you mean not refocus? You have big dreams that you're not letting go of. So what's going to be the outcome? You're going to take action. Over here, why is your action in reverse? because of a twin flame. Why is your twin flame in reverse? Because of being a victim. What do you need to do to change this? Something about the summer. Clarify how to change it. You need to have a fresh start. It's time to start over. Just scrap the past and start over. And stop ignoring this person. It looks like you're breaking up with a karmic partner. How does the karmic partner feel about you breaking up with them? They're tired of the addiction and not having any boundaries. And they've reached their limit. And how do you feel about them? Like they can be very nourishing but cold at the same time. And how do you feel about the divine relationship? You feel like you rejected this person and now it's only you because you got sidetracked. How does the divine connection feel about you? They forgive you for whatever you did here. They forgive you. They burned you because I got burned. They burned you. You burned this person when you rejected them. They forgive you. So, what will happen now? There's lust, no loyalty. And what should they do about that? They're hoping and they're working on their inner child. The inner child's in the wrong deck. Outcome of their inner child and hoping. They're going to contemplate how they were unawakened and how they're no longer wanting to run from this. They're seeing through illusions and they're remembering. And they want a new beginning. What are they remembering? How they don't want to avoid you like they did in the past. They've been conflicted. What's going to be the outcome here? Somebody's going to purify, purge, heal. And they've got a secret they're hiding. What's the secret they're hiding? That this is very deep. And it's caused them a lot of emotional turmoil. This relationship has caused them a lot of emotion. Whew. Show me how this happened with the Tarot deck spirit. The High Priestess came out. Somebody was very gifted spiritually. That's how this happened. This person has the secret knowledge of the universe. And they were involved in you. Or this could be you. That can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. What's being hidden? Deception. Clarify the deception. There's the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who's seeing the truth. What's the truth? That somebody, oh wow, that there's a karmic partner who will not fight for their love and they have no boundaries whatsoever. They're seeing the truth about a karmic partner. What's the truth about the karmic partner? They haven't learned their lesson. So what's being shown? That there's a wheel and somebody's going to awaken. What are they going to awaken to? They want out of this confusion. They want to heal. And they're realizing, I was unawakened. What's going to be the outcome here? Cancer's here with the moon. There's a tower here and there's some children. So you have had a secret that's causing a tower. There's a lot of uncertainty, complications, and illusions in this relationship because of a tower and children. Cancer, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and children are affecting your connection. Why is Cancer the moon here? Because somebody is going to rebuild their life and move to the next stage in love because they're being transformed by the Death card. Clarify the Death card. They realize they don't have that much, or they could have a child. They've been undecided. about withdrawing their love. But somebody has a lot of... They've been undecided about a friend. Oh, this person is very loving and very kind. And they communicate with you, I think, by text message. And somebody's saying that they can't be trusted when it comes to being a good catch. Alright. And what's the truth about this? That somebody's just unhappy and manipulating. They're trying to manipulate you into thinking that this person is not a good catch. What's the Tower? Somebody's going to be resilient and to stand up to this. Somebody's going to stand up to the dark shit that this person has had to go through. This person who's a good catch has gone through some shit. Gemini and Leo are here. Libra's here. And we have Cancer here twice. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Why are the children here? The Ten of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. They could have lost a child. This person could have lost a child and been through a lot of dark shit that was kept secret. And they were wishing that this could work out. And nobody ever stood up for them. Nobody ever showed them any compassion. Alright, so why is the Wheel here? I think that's what I'm looking at. Why is the Wheel here? Because somebody is going to be frozen and they're going to get public recognition. Why is Unawakened here? Somebody who's been very cold-hearted to you is about to publicly recognize how much they care about you, how much they desire you, and they're going to focus on money when it comes to you because they know that they can have it all with you if they can just make plans. They want to call you and talk to you and make plans to have it all with you. They're feeling like they're imprisoned. What's going to be the outcome here? It all came out in reverse. But there's going to be a lot of memories, a reunion with somebody from your past because of you manifesting hope for this. You're trying to manifest hope. Why is it all in reverse? Because somebody is reevaluating this third party that cannot be trusted. And what is their conclusion about this person? A relationship? What about the relationship? Somebody's cold as hell. They play mind games. This is not forbidden. So it's like nobody says anything when this person talks shit about this other person. There's going to be some communication and some fast movement back somewhere. Somebody's fixing to go back somewhere real fast. What's the T here? That you're a fake friend and you're spoiled fucking rotten. Any more tea? Somebody is keeping a promise that they're going to have sex. Alright, why did they have to do that? Because you're aligned and centered with the universe, and they're burning the evidence. What do you mean burning evidence? They're jealous, and they're a great actor. So they've been having sex with somebody and keeping a promise to them. What's the promise? It has to do with being money hungry, being a cheater, being depressed, being sick, a pregnancy test, and being under spiritual attack because you're a hater. What's going to be the outcome for staying centered? No toxicity and protecting yourself to keep yourself safe from this. You have a crush and the sex shop is here. Any more gossip we need to hear? Somebody's going to set the record straight and argue and put somebody in their place because of sexual protection. Clarify sexual protection. The police were involved. And somebody was insecure. Wow. The sex shop. Why are you arguing? Because you know you fucked up and you weren't fulfilling a fantasy either. Somebody's outdated. So you had sex with somebody, you were in trouble with the law, and this person was money hungry, somebody was sick, they had to have a pregnancy test, and they were under spiritual attack. Whew. These are fake friends. You're aligned and centered with the universe. You're a diamond girl who's born to shine. Alright, let's see what your higher self would say, because your lower self is just observing all of this. Your higher self would say, get grounded, dream, be in balance, have courage, you know which direction to go in, clear your energy, go with the flow, you're going to have happiness. What would the other person's higher self say? They would say, you need to manifest and go within and pray that you'll stop being confused and have a vision. You're fearful. Be patient. You're going to see the light at the right time. You're not a failure. Alright. Let's see what spellcasters would say. Spellcasters, what would you say about this? You would say set boundaries and there's love involved. A new beginning. Anything else? You're going to travel. You're going to reconcile. You have spirit guides assisting. And you're going to have a career. And you're also going to have financial health. Alright, so let's look at your financial health and see what Spirit has to say about that. Excuse me, my mouth is so dry, and my throat too. Let's look at your spiritual health. Maybe you work in a spiritual practice. Let's look at your career. You're going to have a surprise when it comes to sharing. Somebody's had a loss and it was surprising. They had a surprising loss. You're going to have a surprise that's going to give you stability. Somebody's about to have a surprise. Alright, show me what's going on here. Your happiness is here. Not juggling. You know, not trying to do too much. Not being a workaholic. Alright. What's going on with this other person over here? They are not going to celebrate. Why are they not going to celebrate? Because of being a motivator, something that's not temporary when it comes to being a rebel in the underworld. So you're over here trying to motivate somebody to stop doing something that is permanently causing them to be a rebel and to be attached to... It looks like they party too much. What's connecting these two people? Impatience. Why have they lost their patience? because somebody won't do jobs, odd jobs, and they don't give you any recognition. What's going to be the outcome here? Justice came out, the crossroads is here, and the media. There's an injustice here, and you're at a crossroads with media. What's going to be the outcome of this? You're going to have a windfall, no strategy, and you're not going to unlock something, but you're going to have your independence and be alone, and somebody's money is coming to a halt. Why is it coming to a halt? Because of gossip about a counselor? What's going to be the outcome of the gossip about the counselor? The office is here with leaving a legacy. Why is the legacy in reverse? Because of something that happened in the past when it came to your transportation. What's the truth? You're going to the next level, and you're into sports and animals. Clarify the next level. You're going to have stability after a loss. I want to look at something. I want to put all of this back in, because I think a lot of this was gossip. I need to be more specific here. Talk to me, Spirit, about what's going on with Divine Masculine's money. He's exploring somebody who's working their ass off, a workaholic. He's exploring ways to be a workaholic, or maybe he's already a workaholic. He is a workaholic and on the right path. Alright, what's going on with Divine Masculine's money, Spirit? There's something scientific. Clarify the science. It has to do with the media in reverse. What's going to be the outcome? He's going to have options, and it's nobody's business about his spirituality, but he wants to change. What's going on with Divine Feminine over here? Divine Feminine is a student, and she is on social media. Alright, what else is going on with her? She has stability. And what's connecting these two people? Leadership, something that they can't see about somebody's health and being self-made. Clarify what you're talking about. They're activating new gifts. Nobody taught them anything. There's not going to be a shift about being a crafter, because nobody can teach them anything. And they need to activate new gifts. Clarify activating new gifts. You have no strategy, but you're in the wrong soul tribe. So what should they do? Somebody's going to do spell work, so you'll have a loss. What's going to be the outcome of the spell work? You're going to be alone. Your money's going to come to a halt. You're going to be a peacemaker. You're not going to be an entertainer, and you're going to be an artist. What's going to happen to the person putting this spell work on Divine Feminine? Somebody's trying to mess with your money. What's going to be the outcome of their spell work? Your beauty is here, and you're not planning, but somebody's going to write something. And what are you going to write? You're going to say, I'm not going to talk to you about this, but I'm making an investment. Outcome of your investment you're making. It's undecided, but it has something to do with the past. And it's something you're inspired about. Anything you can tell us about this? Somebody's lost their patience. Why have they lost their patience? Because of somebody sharing, causing setbacks, not promoting, and helping. Anything positive for Divine Masculine or Feminine here? You're going to have a surprise conflict. Somebody is going to have a conflict. They're looking for a fight too. Outcome of the conflict. Somebody's going to say you're unreliable and it's not time for your parenthood. What's the truth? That you're going to be persistent when it comes to real estate, mistakes you made, and angelic help. An outcome of the mistakes you made and angelic help. You're going to have a home. Your children are going to grow up. You're going to have nature. And you're going to be at a crossroads. Why are you at a crossroads? About something you're not sure if you want to buy or sell something. What are you leaning towards? Your happiness and not rescuing anybody and taking a risk? Oh, you're not taking off to rescue somebody. So the outcome is that you're going to be happy and you're not taking off to rescue somebody. That's too much of a risk. Alright. Oh, what a reading. What would Divine Masculine say to Divine Feminine? I can't be with you. I can't do this. And what would she say to him? She would say, I saved your text. I still feel the pain, but I'm recovering. And I want you so badly. Why can't you do this and can't be with her? Because I can't get enough of you. I feel so happy with you. I want you back, but you let me down. So you can do this. Somehow, I don't think that. Okay. Divine Masculine is telling you that he can't be with somebody and he can't do it anymore. And I said, why? And he said, because I can't get enough of you. I'm happy with you. And I want you back. And somebody let you down. I watch your social media. What would she say back? What would she say back? She would say, I have trouble with intimacy, and we don't share the same values. What's going to be the outcome here? I see life differently now, and I do love you. You inspire me. Alright. Let's see what Divine Masculine's best friend would say. Divine Masculine, what would your best friend say? Take a doodle break and make a list. What would Divine Feminine's best friend say? Ride the wave. You are your own purpose. Ride the wave. You are your own purpose. Alright, how are the angels working in this situation? Creative power and communication. Anything else? Healing and love. With vision and adoration. One more time I'm hearing. They're bringing you joy and power. And putting people, places, and things right where they need to be for your highest and greatest good. You're going to have prosperity. And you're going to have faith. And a guardian angel and protection. Alright, what spiritual gifts are operating in this Divine Masculine's life, Spirit? He's getting his chakras aligned and using his intuition. What about Divine Feminine over here? How are you working in her spiritual gifts? You're transforming her love life. And it's causing her to have a family tree or a tree of life. Alright, I'm going to find out one more thing here. And then I'm going to close. What would Divine Masculine say to Divine Feminine? He would say, I feel safer in the silence. You inspire me. And I want to be authentic. I'm no longer afraid. And what would she say in return? She would say, please don't take what happened personally. It's me, not you. And would you reject me? So something happened here. And she's saying, don't take it personally. It was me, not you. Would you reject her? Your beauty still moves me. I don't know if I can meet your expectations. And my heart is telling me to just do it. And I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. And something is still missing, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't think he would reject you. And it looks like that the two of you are going to have communication. Alright, did I look at these? Let's look at these ones. Wow, shit, that candle keeps burning me. What would you say out of this deck, Spirit? This is a friendship. I've been saying that from the beginning. What's happening with this friendship? There's integrity and it's protected. And you can trust this person. Is there anything else we need to know? There's a past life love and they've learned a spiritual lesson. What did they learn? That they have to be patient when it comes to marriage and an apology. Well, what's going to be the outcome here? No more interference. What do you mean no more interference? No more strictly sexual. Alright, what else? There's a soulmate who's going to break it off because they're going to practice self-care and have a new love. Outcome of their new love. They're going to allow this person to be vulnerable when it comes to their children and their longing. Outcome of the friendship. Awakening, abundance, healing, and acceptance. With going slow right now, use your intuition about chemistry. Put away the computer. You can trust this person. Alright, we're going to get some guidance and then I'm going to close so I can rest my vocal cords. I'm probably going to go get a pedicure later today. Alright, can I have some guidance, please? I got to do a little something for myself and maybe even take a lavender charcoal bath or something like that. I've got to practice self-care. I'm not taking that many cards. I will take this one since it came out. Soul sisters and be there for you. Number 38. You are being emotionally and psychologically influenced by the people around you more than you may realize. Sometimes this is good. They uplift and inspire you and help you feel loved and loving. However, sometimes you can sense that being truly yourself in a situation could result in unwanted conflict, and you undermine yourself to keep the peace. You'll find that the moment you stop doing this, some difficulties you've been having in moving forward will fall away, almost as if by magic. The relationships worth holding on to can handle a little more truth, even if feathers get ruffled before smoothing them over once more with love. And then be there for you, number 4. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior of other people or circumstances outside of your control to dictate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything you feel you have done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily if you stop punishing yourself whenever you feel like you've made a mistake. Even the decisions we regret can help us grow wiser when we swap judgment for compassion. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, and be good to you. The number 5, Aquarius, CNHHFXP. That is Leo. Leo, LPTVPZN, number 9. Gemini, GM, number 12. M, Y, Taurus, P, number 1, COCD. There's 3 C's there. This one is I don't know. Oh wait, there it is. Libra. Libra, BR, number 2, YPECB. C, G, Scorpio, G, Scorpio, VIR2HTC. Alright. And a peacock feather. May I have trinkets, please, Holy Spirit, from this bowl? I have a cross, a ballerina, a pirate, a moon, a new moon. It's a heart that says I love you. A crystal, a boxing glove that says burden of proof, a sunflower, a bee, they always remind me of something legal, a crown coin, an angel wing, a little kid, the letter Y as in yellow or yes, and a Pegasus. Something is making my back itch. Usually that's like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I think it's from this photo right here. Alright, I have some thread, a piece of crystal, a dragonfly ring hanging onto an anchor, a broken up bear, an infinity sign, a handcuff that's been unbroken, a ball, a crescent moon with a fairy, an Eiffel Tower, a world, an angel, and a cactus or a prick. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back maybe later today with another reading. Bye-bye.